Hello, my name is Luna, and you're listening to Infinite Souls, a podcast for that real talk about consciousness, spirituality, and realizing our infinite potential. Mucho, mucho love and light. Hello, Infinite Souls. Welcome to another podcast episode. This one is a solo episode. Happy Friday! Woo woo! The day you're listening to this is Friday, which means that tomorrow is the new moon in Virgo, happening August 27th, Saturday. And so this episode is talking about the energies that are happening right now for this new moon, things that came through during meditation that the collective needs to know, that I needed to know, and things that I have been feeling and seeing within the collective as well. So thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy the show. Now, this show is sponsored by Mr. Maurice Brown at 850 Music. So you can go ahead and follow him on Instagram at 850 Music. I will tag him below in the comments. In the description box. And it's also sponsored by my business, Lüna Asé Shop. You can go to lunaaseshop.com. I will also leave a link down below. And if you wish to support my work or the shop, you can do so by donating if you want. It's not necessary, or you can purchase something, of course, but those links are always down below. I do work full-time as a content creator and starting that business. The business is still as a startup, so it still has a ways to go, but I'm super excited for that. In any case, I want to start the podcast. I have a list because a lot of things came through. I was just writing. I wasn't even thinking about the things. They were just writing themselves, basically. So we are coming out of some intense energy. We had full moon, eclipse. I'm sure that was like a retrograde. There was a reggaeton. There was a reggaeton or some shit. I don't know. But the energy was like, it was high. There was a lot of high energy, a lot of things, a lot of shit happening, all right? And so with this new moon being in Virgo, and new moons being more calming energy, and Virgo being an earth sign, it's going to be more relaxed, a feel-good moon, okay? Virgo is very smart, so we're going to be getting a lot of ideas and downloads, so pay attention to where your thoughts are at. If you are grounding yourself, make sure that you are grounded. If you are grounding yourself, then you will be able to hear these downloads. Because if you're not grounded, then you're too much in your head and you're worried about this and worried about that and worried about that, blah, blah, blah. Then you're like, okay, and you need to ground yourself, because then those are just, you're clouded with thoughts. And you can never think of enough. There's never enough. What does Alan Watts say? This is from Alan Watts. He's a philosopher, and he says that you can never think of enough responses or answers or possibilities, because the possibilities are infinite, literally infinite possibilities. So you can never think of all the possibilities. You will drive yourself fucking nuts. So take a breather, go take a walk, ground yourself, okay? Then you can hear the downloads, because when you are grounded and you are in that calm state is when you will get the ideas that are going to give you shortcuts, that are going to help you go with the flow, that are going to help things flow easily through you, as you, instead of you trying to swim against the current, which is not even a rough current, it's just flowing right now. So the energy is about to begin to flow for us very, very smoothly and nicely and quickly. If you haven't already felt this shift, you will feel it soon during the new moon. Usually the 2 days before and the 2 days after and the day of the new moon, you feel the energy the highest, and those are the days that you can do like magical workings or manifestings or whatever, prayer, whatever you work with. Those are the days. And so the energy has shifted positively for us. We are about to receive, I feel like that we're going to receive a lot of abundance, a lot of ideas. Things are going, the ball is going to begin to roll for us. So the question is, are we ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because the ball's about to roll, honey. Okay, and it's about to go without, regardless of if you're ready or not. Okay, it's going. Okay, it's going. So, just relax and enjoy the ride. If you're not in a positive mental state, because I've struggled with that in the very recent past, but luckily I've been able to get myself out of it. Thankfully, I think it's helped that I've been using this technology called the Chi coil, Chi as in QI coil. I have links on my profile if you want to check that out. But this technology creates this electromagnetic field, and you put frequencies into it. And so I've been helping move these energies, and I've been doing my affirmations, I've been doing my meditations. The affirmations work, you just have to be consistent with them. And so I started doing them again every day, and I've been feeling good and amazing, and I'm getting into shape, and the energy I felt already shift. So I'm feeling like really good right now. My muscles are remembering everything that I used to do when I used to work out, and so I feel good. And so we're going to start to feel those types of energies. We are going to get in touch with our bodies, because Virgos are physical beings. They are grounded in the earth. So they love nature and they love being in their bodies. So exercise and being in nature is going to be very, very good for us right now in this beautiful, amazing new moon. Okay, so if you need grounding, go out into nature, hug a tree, freaking put your bare feet on the earth, which is something that I've been needing to do. So tomorrow during our walk, I'm gonna hug a tree like I usually do, and I'm gonna ground. I'm gonna earth tomorrow with my bare feet on the ground. So we'll do that. But those are some tips and the energy, how I feel it right now, that's shifting for us. Now I'm going to go down the list and see what else I have written here for us. That kind of just was flowing for me, so that was like the spirit speaking. Ashe, thank you, spirit. So we're called into new energy, and we're stepping into our power. That's what I wrote down. So this new energy has just come in, and it's sweeping us off of our feet. If you allow it to love you, it will love you, just like Virgo energy. Okay, and it's a sweeping power that you have to be grounded in your truth. And it's time for us to step into our power. I keep getting right now from spirit, The time is now. The time is now. It's go time. Let's go. Let's go, honey. Okay. Now, of course, we're infinite beings. Time is just what is time anyway. It's just relevant. But spirit is sending out a call to action. And so if you have been doing the work, then you are getting all your karmic rewards getting paid back. That's another thing that I wrote down. Karmic debt being paid off, and all your rewards and everything, all the good things that you have done for everyone and your family, and you've done so much. This is all going to be paid back now. Okay, so be ready for that. And step into your power. Be confident in yourself. Know yourself to be confident, right? So know yourself. Be your sovereign self. And think for yourself. Follow your intuition. Okay? Go into your talents. Be creative as well. New moons are very good times to be creative because it's a very gentle thing and it expresses any feelings that you have. And it's important for us to move feelings throughout our body because that is energy, and we don't want stagnant energy in our body to coagulate and create some type of condition, depression, whatever. Okay, so feel this stuff out, but be authentic and go for your dreams. If you have desires of writing a book, if you have desires of becoming a YouTuber, if you have desires of making music, singing, whatever, healing, doing Reiki, whatever it is, do it, because the time is now. If not now, when? You only have now. This is the only moment that we have. The eternal now is eternal. It's all time expanding forwards and backwards, and this now moment right now, but it's only this moment. At the same time, it makes sense, but it's hard to explain. So the next thing that I wrote down is get clear on what you are letting go. So with new moons are a time where people set intentions, right? But when you're setting an intention, you're calling in something new. You're calling in a new energy into your life, a new job, a new love, abundance, whatever. You're calling something in, right, with this intention. And when you call something in new, you have to make space for that thing to enter, okay? If you haven't already created this space. It's like when you get a new piece of furniture, you have to make space for it. You're full. You are a full being, okay? You're always full. So there may be something that needs to be transmuted, or there may be a relationship that needs to be maybe not as close. Maybe it's going to fall away. Maybe there's a change of job, something swift change. So there's going to be these swift changes on the things that we need to let go of. Now, if you're not ready to let these things go, I feel like regardless, it's going to be shown to us right now. At this moment, we are seeing, regardless of the new moon, I feel like we have been seeing now directly in the face everything that triggers us, everything that is holding us back. If you have awakened and if you have been doing the work, you can no longer hide how you feel. You can no longer, it's like if somebody took, like if they put this potion in the punch of all of society and all of the community, and that potion makes us not be able to lie. You know what I mean? And then everybody starts telling the truth to each other, and it's like, that's the kind of energy that I feel right now. So it's like you can't deny how you feel. You can't. And if you are holding yourself back and there's certain things that you're doing, certain habits, certain relationships, Your intuition right now is saying, hey, let's let this go. Your intuition is saying, let's go. Look at this is calling your attention. Do you see this? Like, it just keeps telling you and telling you. And you're like, fuck, or you're loud as fuck. And you can keep ignoring it as long as you try, but it's going to get louder and louder. And eventually you will not be able to ignore it. But right now it's loud as fuck. Okay. So we're not able to deny how we feel. And it's okay. We have to be strong and authentic. And people respect that. It's the path of least resistance when you are honest with yourself. Okay, it is so much the path of least resistance. We're nervous about it. We're like, fuck, like we think it's gonna turn out bad. You always think the worst thing or whatever. But then it turns out perfectly great because people respect when you're honest. Especially when you're honest with yourself, because it's a lot of people find it really hard to be honest with yourself. So and I used to find it really hard to be honest with myself, and sometimes I still do. So I understand. But we gotta get real with ourselves, okay? And learn to let go and just let it go. You're like, how do you let it go? It's not a physical thing, it's a spiritual thing. You let it go. You surrender it to whatever you believe in. You just surrender it. You don't want to carry it anymore. You just say that enough is enough. And eventually you start, slowly it starts to fade away and you lose the attachment that you have to it. But you first have to say that you want to let it go. Okay? The next thing, in the more like opposite sense, is feel more joy. Feel more joy. Get excited about life. Life is fucking awesome. I've been just saying gratitude for life, like just not for anything specific, not items or anything, just gratitude for life, and getting excited and like laughing and screaming or whatever, because I have to learn to be excited more. I used to never get excited for things because as a kid, like my mom used to tell me to like be quiet because I was so loud, but it was like me just being excited and doing things, and so I learned to be quiet and more quiet and kept be quieter and quieter and quieter. And so eventually, like, I wouldn't even want to talk to anybody. And I still get in my hermit mode sometimes. I think it's a Scorpio in me. But feel more joy, okay? It's time for us to feel more joy. And I just feel that more abundance is going to come for all of us. Like, there's a big, large group of us that is going to receive a lot of abundant flow, like gifts from the universe, these huge abundant flows, things that you have been working on and manifesting. And if you feel joy, the more joy that you feel, the bigger your manifestation and the faster and quicker you're going to receive that. And that's the only way to be aligned to that stuff anyway. Okay. The next thing is listen to your body and your intuition and be gentle with yourself. Okay, so be gentle with yourself. If your body wants to rest, take a rest. I have been taking midday naps or afternoon naps the past 2 days, and they've only been naps like an hour, 2 hours max. When before I used to just sleep through because I was sad, but now it's just to rest, and I'm not giving myself guilt for taking the nap. I'm like, you know what? I feel resistance to writing this song, and let me do a meditation or let me do some breathing. And then so I sit down, then I feel the need to take a nap. I feel like recharging, and so I do. And I say, okay, I do it. Let me take a quick nap. I'll wake up. My body will wake me up when I'm ready. And then I'll be energized to do the song. Think positively as I'm going to sleep. Then when I wake up, I feel great and energized. And here I am recording this podcast late. Well, no, early for you guys, but late for me because I usually record earlier. So, but I'm still recording it and I'm energized and I'm not giving myself the guilt and I feel great and amazing. So, this is just tips for the new moon. On how to keep that abundant flow going, how to stay in your body confident and listening to your intuition. Okay, everybody has intuition. Masculine, feminine intuition exists in both of us. Okay, I think that is all I have for you guys. I've been talking for about 20 minutes non-stop, and since I've been using the chi coil, I am detoxing, because that detoxes your body. So I've been feeling very thirsty, so I'm gonna drink some water, get off of this podcast, and hope to see you guys here next week. Also, I have another announcement. I am growing my YouTube channel. Yes, I am growing my YouTube channel. So I am going to start doing sound baths and Reiki sessions. I just posted my first Reiki session. It is up on my YouTube channel. Please check that out and give it a like and a comment, please, 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 please. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, let me know in the comments. I will comment back, have a chat with you, and also don't forget to subscribe. Okay, I love you so much. As always, mucho love and light. Ciao.